Hey yo, I'm back talking about indie comics, and if you're a fan of just straight action, I think I got one of the best creators for you. Now, this is Blowtorch and Pinpoint, okay? Alien Pass by Page One Comics and written by Alfred Paige. Now, if you don't know about Alfred Page and Page One Comics, I did a crossover with them with 615 Comics with Beer and Bullets. A great crossover that brought our two characters, Pinpoint and Subject Zero, plus Malone together for this epic bar brawl. Y'all should check it out. But Pinpoint has his own series of comics, including this one shot where he teams up with Blowtorch. Both are employed by this agency called Chess, and they have this new mission that goes completely wrong. One thing about the writer Paige and Page One Comics, he does great with action, bro. I like one of the best action comics writers that I've ever read for. His dialogue is always great. It's always great to read dialogue between characters, and it always fits the characters. So just to get into this story, Blowtorch and Pinpoint, right, basically have this mission to take out this informant. And what's really dope about this is Pinpoint and Blowtorch are like complete opposites. Blowtorch is the more do it by the book type of character, and Pinpoint's more of a I'ma just do what I want and get the job done type of character. But they're supposed to take out this informant, and it leads to them stopping basically an alien invasion. And Paige wastes no time actually really getting to the action in this book. He wastes no time. He sets you up, lets you know what's going on, and then throws you right into that. And that's what I love about Paige. It's still a good story, but like the action is there. Like the action is the driving point, and everything else comes along with it, but it's still good. And like I said, it's not just action. I think he does a great job with the characters in his book. Like this scene right here. This is a scene where Pinpoint and Blowtorch are basically trying to decide what to do next, right? And then Pinpoint is basically like, let's flip a coin for it, because that's something that he would do. And then Blowtorch is like, are you serious? You're really just gonna flip a coin for this? And he's like, yep. And he's gonna flip a coin, and then they flip to figure out what they were gonna do. That part right there was like the best part of the comic, because it really shows the difference between each character and kind of shows them coming together. I thought that was a very important part. Like, it may seem small, but it shows what the characters would do. Like, Pinpoint is the type to be like, hey, let's just leave this up to chance. We can't decide. Let's just make a decision quick and get it over with. While Blowtorch is more of like, we need to talk this out and decide it. So I think this scene was very important to them. But along with that, you also have the action. Can't forget about the action. But like I said, Paige is fire when it comes to the action comics, bro. He's a great action comic writer and a great dialogue writer. And he has a bunch of other comics out. He actually has a comic that just released on Kickstarter not too long ago called Footpath that I actually got the digitals for, which I need to check that out, even though I might just wait for the physicals because I'm more of a physical person. But he also has Footpath, and like I said, we have a crossover called Beer and Bullets, and we're also working on another crossover called The Bear, where we're bringing Pinpoint and Subject Zero back together. But check out Paige and Page One Comics and all they're doing, because I'm telling you, if you're into action comics, if you're into like the late 90s Image comics, this is for you.